Fighting ground. Great match. Here comes a new challenger.
Give me that drama, give me that grime. Are y'all ready? It's fight night time!
Welcome to round one. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Ooh, what's this?
It's not over.
Gets the counter in. Starts off zoning with fireballs. They get the distance they want. Let's see their approach. Tries to throw, but just hold your breath. Player 1 has used up opt for the super art. Knockdown. Player 1 is in burnout. Drives off the table. Uses the drive rush here to steal their turn. KO. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Holds out with the block.
Time to go crazy.
Both fighters are looking for a way to get in, but there's still time to feel out the ends the meter, hoping for a good return. Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner here. You've got to be mindful of reach. Hit them with a stop and block. Player 1 will need to play it conservative and burn out. Expect the tempo of the match to change. Player 1 in dire straits with burnout. Jumps. Smart play with the throw. Jumps in. Scrapping. Ooh, done them dirty. It's a good spot to use the super. Uh-oh. This could really tip the scales.
What's wrong? Get up.
Noticeable life lead is a comeback. All the throw connects. Okay, here we go. What are you jumping in for? Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Hits them with a stop and block. Boxing with a target. Deal some damage with that quick combo. Nothing but air for the impact. Goes for the fireball. What is he thinking here? Grabs him. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important here. The fighters are matching each other move for move going into the midway point of the match. Throws them to negate the block. From up above. Decides to meet them in the air. Burnout activates. Player 2 just goes for it as KO. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Holds out with the block. The jump in catches him, brushes that off and keeps going. Still scrapping for control of the space. What'll happen here? Zones with the fireball. Drive gauge management here is going to be vital. Going on the offensive? Oh, what's this? Baits out the attack and gets the punish counter. One mistake here is all that's needed to finish the round. Jumps. Breaks the block with a throw. Going in. Lays down a whirlwind. Their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna blink first? Super arts on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation will be interesting. Ooh, done them dirty. This can lead to some big damage. What now? All the throw connects. Who's gonna take it? Both hits the drive. They don't have any leeway to make a mistake. Someone's gotta make a move. What are they gonna do? OD Whirlwind? They back down to regroup. This may be the final push. Fires off a Whirlwind. Both sides getting ready. Time to go. What a sick counter. It's like they knew exactly what was gonna happen. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Rushes down the opponent to impose their will. Going on the offensive? Fights out of the court, brushes that off and keeps going. Oh, putting the cherry on top.
Prepare for turbulence.
Taking a ride on Altair. Don't worry, this ride won't cost you $1. That life gauge is gonna holler. Player 2 needs to take advantage of this gauge disparity. What are they gonna do? Jumps? A jump? Ooh, does them dirty. Player 2 is in burnout state, a very precarious situation. Pumps the brakes on the impact, sets up with the jump in. Oh my god, they just choked it up. Looking for a hole. Close range projectile. Player 2 drops that off. Great job in escaping that excellent block. Whirlwind shot. Landing close and crush them. There's the burnout. I can't believe it. They both decide to ease the tension and back off. One knocked them out of the air. What a statement with that they are done. Player 2 is gonna be...
Now, find a new rival.
Our fighters are ready to lay it all on the line.
Round 1. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? They're not going to allow any jump-ins. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. The move whiffs, and they get nailed with a punish counter. The combo's there. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. All right, what's coming up next? Player 1 is going to have a hard time managing their drive. How much damage can they deal but brings out the super art? How is this going to work out for them? Player 1 in trouble with no drive. What's going to be the play here with this? Oh, burnout triggered. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Lays down a whirlwind. Hold your breath. OD Whirlwind to up the ante. So gets tagged by the fireball. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Neither of them willing to back off here. Picks up the counter. This is going to be huge. Just goes for it at this range. Knockdown and... now, hits them with a stop and pop. Not much burnout. Expect the tempo of the match to change. In your face with the SRK. The super doesn't hit. Player 1 holding on to that corner advantage. They're backed up into the corner. The drive impact doesn't work. This could lead to some big damage. Player 1 needs to hold. Gotta do better than that. What if uses their drive gauge? Use their shot. What a sick counter. It's like they knew exactly what was gonna happen. Player 1 gets the win in a convincing fashion. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Hits them with a stop and pop. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. Knockdown. Goes for the surprise rush in. The impact gets blocked. Throws him down. All right. The drive impact connected them a sweet punish count. Well, they managed to escape the corner, but they can't let their guard down. They both need to stand firm here and deal with an empty drive gauge. Will the Super Art connect? Goes for the Super Art? Their Super Art gauge is running on empty. That's going to be a big factor in how this match plays out. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with some ends with the projectile. Player one on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. The throw misses. Picture perfect punish counter. Player one charges forward. Oh, they're in the corner now. No one going on the offensive? Risky hits them with a stop and pop. This is gonna be bad news. Oh, what's this? Good heads-up decision opting for the drive impact. Oh, the power baser. Looking at some big hit. Oh no! Critical art now? Here comes Christian. We're dealing with a real gambler here. Low on life and is still willing to risk it all on this critical art to deal the cash money damage they need. Oh boy. Both running empty on drive. Player one can't let this simmer. This can lead to some flatlines zone. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? They are letting it fly from the get-go. Jumps up, scores a counter hit with the OD mixer. Both players look and whip. They're wide open. Nothing stops this train. Taps them on the toe. Throws them. Amazing. The drive impact doesn't work. Now the throw connects. What now? What are they gonna do? Great job, and it tries to act quickly, but with the attack. Let loose the power wave. Checking with the fire. I've gotta do better than that. Power wave. Impact squash. Impact counter. Oh, that's so sick. Noticeable life lead. Ooh, sends them a personalized telegram with that frightening critical. Can they muster up the nerve to fight back and take this round? I can't believe it. Fire and whip. They're wide open. The next touch may decide this round. The drive impact doesn't work. Can they take this time to bust this out? Here comes brilliant damage calculation. No doubt about it. They are done. No way. Player one is gonna be watching replays for this one for a while. They really took it down to the wire.
Comes a new challenger.
HP maxed. Side quests done, and the skill tree's fully unlocked. Let's get it on.
Welcome to the stream. Bring the heat.
Round one. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Throw whips. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Escapes the throw, but still in the corner. Backs them into the corner. Player two with the life lead. Throws them down. What are they thinking here? Player one can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. Oh, what a move. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Knockdown. Life lead opens up. Sticks the combo. Taking stock. or they think it ends with a projectile. Player 2 on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Starting off with fireballs right from the get-go. Throws out a projectile. Bops him with a target call. Hits him with a stop and bomb. Risky up-close scrap still going. Rips the slasher out. Goes for the jump in.
Oh, yeah!
Full SA meters on deck for both. It's a good spot to use the super. Turns the gauge and it's showtime. It's the weekend pleasure. So get up to get down. Both fighters planning something? Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Springs forward with the drive rush. Genius read. Rips the slasher out. Player 1 delivers the pain right to the doorstep. Catches out the game right there. So we're dealing with a real gambler here. Low on life and is still willing to risk it all on this critical art to deal the cash money damage they need. Dangerous range here. They're using flatline zone. Woo! I dare you to find me a better match than that. Get up and tell them what's good. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. He sees it coming and blocks it out. Both fighters have plenty of health. Where is this match gonna go? The move whiffs and they get nailed with a punch counter. They gotta escape from the corner before the pressure builds up. What's the play here? Got some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Player 2 can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. Sticks the combo. Whiffs the throw. Oh, easy tech. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Reads their mind and techs the throw. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. With the life gap opening up, they springs forward with the drive rush. Takes a trip. Scrapping it out up close. Overdrive jackknife. What'll have drive gets him. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Air slasher. Zones with the fireball. Hits them with a stop and bop. And a super activation. Looking to score some juicy damage. Brings out the level 3 super. When you go for it, you gotta go big. Now, can they finish the job? Player 2 is in a pretty good situation with a meter again. Were they baiting them into that? Player 1 will need to play it conservative until their drive refreshes. Smart play with the throw. A quick breather. Player 2 will need to use the punish counter, gives them a great opening here to do big damage. In your back, combo finishes it! Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? They're being absolutely relentless with this fireball pressure in the corner. Well, they managed to escape the corner, but they can't let their guard down. Opts for the throw. All right. Still slugging it out here. There's a punish counter. This can lead to something very big if they can capitalize. Decides to spend the meter to open up some more chances. Player 1 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. Shoots off a fireball up close. Player 1 needs to deal with this burnout. Gets backed into the corner with pressure building. Grabs him. Oh, whiffs the throw. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Both sides backing off to form their game plan. Back throw for the side switch. Knockdown and holds out with a block. Throws him. What's next? Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. They don't need to go for anything big. Even a light tap could win this round. Both fighters planning something? Sneaks in the throw. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Starts a push with Arabian Cyclone. The grab misses. Hold your breath. They can't squander this punish counter. things are slow going right now, but we may see someone speed things up soon. Uses the game for the super! They're not playing around here. Smart play with the throw. Burnout activates. Player 1 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Rips the slasher out. Grabs and throws him away. Anti-air in the clutch. Crowns him from above. The tries a gutsy fireball gives them the round. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. This is gonna hurt. Hits him with a stopping block. Ends the meter, hoping for a good return. Uses the gauge for the super. They're not playing around here. What will they do next? Call the throw connects. A jump in? Here comes the huge chance after that wall slap. What's next? Not looking good. The corner's a bad place to be. And whiffs! They're wide open. Can they shoot their shot? There's a drive impact. More fuel for the fire. Cookham closes it out. Player 1 was an absolute beast in that match.
Comes a new challenger.
What are we going to see transpire between these fighters? No one knows, but this is going to be a must-see match.
Round 1. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Good parry there, and checks with the projectile. The drive impact nets them a sweet punish counter. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. If they can't escape this rock-solid corner pressure, this round is over.
Time to go crazy.
What's their game plan here at this critical stage? KO. Player 1 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up. Goes with the projectile for their opening shot. The drive impact doesn't get them the punish counter, but it's still good. Checks them with the projectile. The fighters continue to check each other in the earth. Hits them with a stop and pop. Player 2 can't let their drive gauge run out. They need burnout. Expect the tempo of the match to change. Player 2 in dire straits with burnout. Goes for the throw. Going in. Still trying a super hard. Yo, are they actually dead? What? That was enough to kill? Yo, that read was godlike. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Uses their drive game. Oh my god, what a throw test. Oh, what's this? Were they baiting them into that? Quick dash. Throws them. Smart play with the throw. Player one, the drive impact doesn't work. Crowns him from above. Connects with the throw. Holy! Punish counter sets the table. Player one still has a chance for the... No! Critical art now? Look at the flatline zone. That was catch as catch can as you're gonna get in a fight. It's not over yet. Let's believe it's time for that run. Overdrive art. The jump-in is denied. Not much hold your breath. The drive impact nets them a sweet punish counter. A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move or you're going to eat tons of damage. Throws them to negate the block. All right. Jump in finds the mark. Player one is just about out of drive out now. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Knockdown takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. Player one must be feeling good after that super, but they gotta keep on the gas. Fires off a whirlwind. Even with both fighters in burnout, this may be the time to strike and take the round. This is a critical point of the round where they just need to went for the chip kill. Player two picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. What a reaction to go air to air. Hold your breath. There's the drive impact that's going to lead to a juicy punish counter. That combo scores a counter hit with the OD mixer. Smart play with the throw. Lays down a whirlwind. Hits him with a stop and pop. Our fighters are at a standstill. What's the play here? Jumps. Big throws. Knockdown and... jumps in. There's the drive impact that's going to lead to a juicy punish counter. Ooh, what a smart throw. Going in. Are we gonna see a comeback? Burnout! Expect the tempo of the match to change. Fights out of the corner, back to the center of the stage. Flatline zone. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Final round. Who will the fighting game gods favor here? The match just started. It's anyone's game. Goes for the fireworks. Oh, what's this? Were they baiting them into that? Flashes them. It's a good spot to use the super. Yes, sir. More damage, please. Anticipated that throw. Player two knocked them out of the air. This can lead to some big damage. What now? Player one needs to take advantage of this gauge disparity. Gotta do better than that. Wow, sat and waited for this opening. Hits that with confidence. The super connect.
Prepare for turbulence.
Taking a ride on Altair. Don't worry, this ride won't cost you $1, but that life gauge is gonna hold. Player two is in burnout state. A very precarious situation. Hits the drive. Player two can't use any drive moves. Gotta play it safe. Are you kidding me? Player one clinches the win! But that could have been anyone's game. No way we could have called that. It's not over yet. Let's believe it's time for that comeback. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Oh, says no to the impact. The fighters continue to check each other in the early going. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Player two pushes the opponent into the corner. All right. Player two in that dangerous burnout state. One fighter's drive gauge is just about empty. Can they recover or are they in trouble here? Brushes off the impact. All that effort for so little payoff. Oh, easy tech. Player 1 needs to use what little drive they have left effectively. Strings takes a big gamble and rips out a rock KO! Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Grabs them, they've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Player 2 did a great job of reading their opponent up close that last round. Can they keep the momentum? One fighter's drive gauge is just about empty. Can they recover, or are they in trouble here? Player 2, in dire straits with Burn, hits them with a stop and drop. Goes with a safe stuff. Oh, burnout triggered. Gets carried to the corner. They're going for the super art, super receive kick to make their extremities tingle. The path to a win looks very tough here, and I don't know if they can hold out. Both stops anticipated that throw. A real test of nerves here. Doesn't test the throw. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Tries to make something happen with an overdrive arm. Throws them. Throw is denied. What a read. A jump? Oh my god, they just choked it up. Player 1 is working, tries to act quickly, but whiffs the attack. Player 2 is on the brink of disaster. Oh, burnout. Did they mean to do that? Player's impact squash. Any throw, nothing stops this train. Sets up with the jump in. What now? Only 50% drive impact misses. Oh my, the protect. Player 2 is in burnout state. But there is more fuel to the fire. Cook them up.
Prepare for turbulence.
Taking a ride on Altair. Don't worry, this ride won't cost you a dollar, but that life gauge is gonna hollow. What a perfect execution with the anti-air. Reads the throw and escapes. Tries to act quickly, slips in the drive impact. Player 1 really had to fight for that one. No shortage of drama.
Comes a new challenger.
Oh, looks like these two have more beef than a Philly cheesesteak.
Welcome to the stream.
Round 1. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Checking how their opponent reacts to Fireball. The impact gets blocked. Both fighters have plenty of health. Where is this match going to go? Plenty of time left. How's the match going to play out? Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. There's a corner switch. Player 1 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. The drive gauge is completely empty. Heats it up with a combo into super. If you're gonna use the super art gauge, you need to make it count with some solid damage. Throws him down. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. I wonder how both fighters will adapt to what we've seen so far. Neither of them willing to back off here. Grabs him. Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Brushes off the impact. Anything could happen here. Drive rush to keep it going. Lays down a whirlwind. Dire digs in deep to get that drive in. In there! Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Cody Whirlwind to up the ante. Who's going to start things off? The drive impact whiffs. Are they ready to punish? This fight is just underway. Tries them open with a Shoryuken. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Brushes that off and keeps going. That combo did decent damage. Oh, says no to the impact. Jumps? Oh, there's a... Oh, what's this? Good heads-up decision opting for the drive impact. Going in, both fighters have a full super meter on deck. The winner will be the one who manages it that uses the gauge for a super art.
Prepare for turbulence!
Sit them down with a super! Now that's how you take a round. Taking no prisoners. Player one brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. The first round begins. No time to save that stuff for nationals. It's time to go all in. Nails the anti-air. Still slugging it out here. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. Player one in that dangerous burnout state. One fighter's drive gauge is just about empty. Can they recover, or are they in trouble here? Throws them. What's next? Knockdown. Uses the fireball to try and establish their pace. Can't tech the throw? Plenty of space between the fighters. What will be their approach? Both fighters are trying to decide their next move. Hold your breath. Life lead opens up. Somehow pushes... burnout activates. Takes a trip, execute KO. Player two picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. How will they take advantage? Oh, burnout triggered. Blocks the impact. Player two has the life lead. Can they use it? One hits them with a stop and pop. Player two will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. Showing some real tenacity. Oh no, they're stunned. Ends the meter, hoping for a good return. Oh, you know what time it is? Altair's gonna take you for a ride. They quickly get back into the corner of the stage. Fire adds a bit of OG spice there. They decide to take a breather to... Oh, what's this? They can't squander this punish counter chance. Oh, burnout triggered. The fighters return and whips. They're wide open. Reads the throw and escapes. Drive impact misses. They're taking a step back to slow down the pace. Turns out. Can they use their resources? What a read with that anti-air. Ooh, I dare you to find me a better match than that. Get up and tell him what's good. It's not over yet. Let's believe it's time for that run back. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. All that effort for so little payoff. Player two with the life lead. Knockdown. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Player one is going to have a hard time managing their drive down to the wire. Picture perfect punish counter. Tries to throw but doesn't connect. Throws them to negate the block. All right, what's coming up next? Takes them all the way to the corner with that. Throws them. What's next? At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important here. Player one is almost dead, but some clutches saw them sweating against the wall and gets in the throw. Player two picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Dashes forward. Player one was kept on their toes all round and didn't utilize their drive gauge efficiently. You may see them pay a bit more attention to that as we head into the next round. One fighter's drive gauge is just about empty. Can they recover, or are they in trouble here? Player one in dire straits with burnout. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Smart play with the throw. Super hearts on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation will be interesting. We're at a standstill, but we may see an eruption soon. They may be planning to spend their drive gauge here. Just looking to impress with this super. The big flex, the broken jaw, Shin Shoryuken!
What's wrong? Get up!
Gotta be careful. Ooh, what's this? What's gonna happen? Were they baiting them into that? Player one is not in a good place health-wise, but with the pumps the brakes on the impact. Turns out, hanging on for dear life. In there! Player 2 took no time to finish that fight.
Now, find a new rival.
This is gonna be a 5-star match. Get ready for history to be made.
Round 1. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Are they trying to slow down the pace with the projectile? Very nice anti-air there. They read their opponent like a book. Decides to go in with the target throw. Okay, takes them all the way to the corner. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Player 2 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. Grabs them, knockdown. Oh, limited resources at hand right now. And a super activation, looking to score some juicy damage. Player 1 must be feeling good after that super, but they gotta keep on the gas. Good job. Burnout activates. Sky high. Smart throw, that'll do more damage than usual. Goes for the super art? Each hit is so important here. You've gotta be mindful of reaching jump-ins at this range. Player 1 gets them. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Goes for the jump-in to start. Fires off a whirlwind. Jumps up, throws them. What's next? Both fighters are looking for a way to get in, but there's a wall splash. They can't do anything now. Hits them with a stop and pop. Going in? Oh, what's this? This is gonna be bad news. Uses the gauge for a super art. Picks a good spot to use the super. Still scrapping for control of the space. The drive impact doesn't work. Experiencing burnout. Jumps in. Oh my, the protect. Both sides. There's a burnout. Perfect boom with finesse. Throw is denied. What a read. Draw super art incoming. Oh, here we go. Will this super art do anything? Push both teams into that super and keep closes it out. Player 2 is a force to be reckoned.
Ready, match. Comes a new challenger.
What are we going to see transpire between these fighters? No one knows, but this is going to be a must-see match.
Round 1. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? They're not going to allow any jump-ins. Goes for the throw. Finds the time to squeeze in above. There's a corner switch. Easily escapes. Player 2 is in burnout. Drives off the table. Gets back into the corner with pressure building. 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Throws a fireball here, maybe as a simple zoning strat. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. React going on the offensive? Grabs him. Taking stock. Player 1 in trouble with no drive. Oh, they're in the corner. They're going for the super art in your face with the SRK. They were right to be on guard there. Finishes it with the anti-air. Player 1 with the first strike, but they can't get complacent. OD Whirlwind to up the ante. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Scrapping it out up close. Doesn't miss a beat. Player 2 is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. Jumps in. There's a change of sides. Side hustle to start something? This is a turning point. They gotta turn it around. Ooh, what's this? What's gonna happen? There's the impact. Not letting that go unpunished. A quick breather. So solid with the mixer anti-air. Player throws them. What'll happen here? Knocks them out of the air. Oh, they switch sides. Are we gonna see a comeback here? Flatline zone. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Time scores a counter hit with the OD mixer. That feeling out phase is over. Time to get down to business. Hits them with a stop and pop. Baits out the attack and gets the punish counter. Oh, here we go. Player 2, but this is gonna hurt. Ooh, you never know what can happen. Turning it right up with a super. Is it time for pleasure? Time for pain. As far as jury's concerned, they're kind of the same. Player 1, still and whip. They're wide open. This is critical. They're stunned in flatline zone. That was catch as catch can as you're gonna get in a fight. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Player 2 chases them down. Grabs them. Will the drive parry here open things up for them? What's the play here? Puts one in the pocket. No good on fire. Drive gauge is at the limit for both fighters. Player 1 doesn't have a lot opt for the super art. The Fuha's stock to the brim. Look for them to turn up the heat now. Knockdown. Player 1 needs to deal with this burnout. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Reads their mind and texts a throw. Life lead opens up. Lays down a whirlwind. Both fighters planning something? Player 2 can't use any more drive without burning out. They're in the corner and the beatdown continues. KO! Player 1 wins the first round and is now riding a huge wave of momentum. Tries to set the tone with that charging attack. That drive impact doesn't get through. The fighters continue to check each other in the early going. Player 1 will need to play it conservative, going on the offensive. Jumps in. Fires off a whirlwind. Gotta be careful not to whiff at this range. Jumps. Smart play with the throw. Hits him with a stop and bop. Charges forward. This is a turning point. They gotta turn it around. Going in, experiencing burnout. Life lead is there, but closes it out. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Did well to get the buff in there. Absorbs the attack and fires back. Still slugging it out here. Player 1 is just about out of drive after that. Takes a trip. Both sides backing off to form their game plan. Oh! Both fighters will want to utilize what little drive gauge they have. Knockdown. Had the radar up and running. throws them to negate the block. All right, what's coming up next? Player 1 in trouble with no drive. This is a critical point of the super art.
In your face with the SRK.
Going in,
Up top to close it.
player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Connect with medium kick. Are we going to see some fireworks here? Lays down a whirlwind. Player 1 was kept on their toes all round and didn't utilize their drive gauge efficiently. You may see them pay a bit more attention to that as we head into the next round. What'll happen here? Jumps? Not much life.
Burnout. Expect the tempo of the match to kick.
Digs in deep to get that drive in. A super art? Oh, no question whether this super art is going to kill or not.
That felt good, didn't it?
There it is! They knew it'd be enough.
I suck!
Player 2 brings it home.
Here comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are ready to get down to it, so let's start the match and see what these warriors are capable of.
Round 1.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Checking their opponent. Checks with a projectile. There's a punish counter. This can lead to something very big if they can capitalize. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. What's the play here? Player 2 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Blocks the jump in. Who's going to break the silence first? Both fighters have no meter. Who's going to make the first move? Tries to get a breather with a projectile. Next up, player 1 with the life lead. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Player 1 can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. Brings out the super art. How is this gonna work out for them? The throw misses. Opts for the throw to close it out. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Shoots off a fireball up close.
How's this? Coming in!
Who will gain control of the match in the early going? Time's the only thing moving here. The fighters continue to check each other in the early going.
Coming in!
Player 1, there's a wall splash. They can't do anything now. The cyclone hits. Now we gotta see something. What'll happen here? But hits them with a stop and block. Ends the meter, hoping for a good return.
Scared money don't make no money. Spends it all for the Shinryu Ripper.
Bet that.
Wow, that's some big time damage there. Player 1 has some excellent block. Watching each other carefully. Who will make the first move? Gotta do better than that. Quick breather. Looking for a chance, baits out the attack and gets the punish counter. Both fighters plant. Oh my god, they just choked it up. Player 2 burn out, but they may have a plan here.
How's this?
Both fighters are hurting. Wraps it up with a throw. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Throws out a projectile. The move whiffs and they get nailed with a punish counter. Still slugging it out here. Player 2 in that dangerous burnout state. One fighter's drive gauge is just about empty. Can they recover or are they in trouble here? Strings it all together. Sees it coming and blocks it out. Throws him. What's next? Denies the low heavy. Checks him with the project. Hits him with a stop and pop. Player one. Oh, burnout triggered. But adds a little super juice into this combo for more damage. Player one creates a good corner opportunity. Moses with the throw. Hitting him with the smart stuff.
And after a fierce
Player one wins the first round and is now riding a huge wave of momentum. Immediate jumping. Who's going to start things off? Flashes him. Nails the anti-air. The throw misses. Knockdown. Oh, what's this? Digs in deep to get that drive in. Nice counter. Both fighters planning something? Player two will look to apply pressure here. Goes for the fireball, which is very strong at this range. Super arts on deck for both fighters, experiencing burnout. Quick breather. You've gotta be much. The punish counter gives them a great opening here to do big damage.
Here comes
Oh, you know what time it is? Altair's gonna take you for a ride!
Okay, here we go. Player two has depleted their drive game. Tries to act quickly, but whiffs the attack. A fireball at that range? Here's the final round. The real fight starts now.
What an opening statement there!
Gotta do better than that. Getting up close and personal. Player two. Oh my God, what a throw tech. Player two brushes that off and keeps going.
Arabian Cyclone!
Both fighters can't use drive. What now? Their drive gauges are looking bad. Holy!
Why a punish counter on reaction?
Here comes
Put both teeth into that super achievement!
both avoiding all the throw connects.
Both sides getting ready!
Player two still has a chance, but it's going to be an uphill battle. Oh my, the throw tech. What's next? Rock super hard incoming. Super red flatline zone.
Now as catch as catch can as you're gonna get in a fight!
another fight is coming your way.
They're all fired up. We're almost underway.
Round one.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Tries to bait him with the projectile. Throws him down. There's a punish counter. This can lead to something very big if they can capitalize. Maintains composure and pushes out of the corner. The throw connects for counter hit damage. The low kick is blocked. Solid combo. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Player one is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. Grabs him. All right, what's coming up next? The fight continues in the middle of the stage. Shoots off a fireball up close. Can't tech the throw. Knockdown. There's the impact. Not letting that go unpunished. Uses their drive to maximize their damage. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Both fighters planning something?
Just goes for it at this range!
They're going for the super art? KO! Player two wins the first round and is now riding a huge wave of momentum. Who's going to start things off? Impact's a no-go. Player two did a great job of reading their opponent up close that last round. Can they keep the momentum? What's going to be the play here with this kind of meter gap? Player one creates a good corner opportunity. Very solid corner switch. What's the next move? Jumps in. Hits him with a stop and pop. Still slugging it out at this range. What'll happen here? Drive gauge is looking bad. What'll they do now? Oh, what's this? Burnout! Expect the tempo of the match to hit. Player one. Oh, burnout triggered. Both fighters planning something? Both fighters are out of drive. Might be a good idea to back off, but the charge is forward. Genius read with that throw escape. Starts with whirlwind. They're in range. We gotta be absolutely relentless. Good presence of mind to pull the trigger. Uses their drive gauge. They both decide to ease the tension. Closes it out. Player two is a force to be reckoned with. It's not over yet. Let's believe it's time for that bloodbath. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Who will gain control of the match in the early going? Goes for the surprise rush in. Next up, an aggressive attack. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Takes a trip. Player one creates a good corner opportunity. There's a corner switch. Anything could happen here. They block the overhead, and all right. Takes the chance to hurt him. Oh, easy tech. Back throw for the side switch. Player one is maintaining the corner position for some. Goes for the super art. Ooh, they're gonna feel that. Here we go. There's a wall splat. They can't do anything now. Taking stock. Fires off a whirlwind. Breaks the block with a throw. KO. Player one picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? That drive impact is blocked. Early round decisions are so important to set the tone. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Lays down a whirlwind. Uses the fireball to try and establish their pace. Player two chases them down. Both fighters planning something? Goes for the throw. Player two can't use any drive moves without burning out. Showing some real tenacity. Ups the damage on that by opting to go for the overdrive arm. Ooh, what a smart throw. Player two holding on to that corner advantage. It's a good spot to use the super. Player two can't let this simmer. They gotta start cooking. He's gonna kill. No doubt about it.
Pleasure.
What a finish! Player one was an absolute beast in that match. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Jumps. The grab misses. Who's going to break the silence first? A drive rush to try and keep up the attack. Trips him up. The impact gets blocked. Player two is in burnout. Drives off the table. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Player two has used up all of their drive gauge. Oh, burnout on both sides? Knockdown. Player one chases them down. Throws them to negate the block. Takes a trip. Will this super art connect? Blocks it just in time. They must have anticipated a super art coming. They're both out of drive gauge. Will they press on or wait it out? What'll happen here? Who will KO? Player two takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Projectile to try and change the situation. The fighters continue to check each other in the early going. Fires off a whirlwind. They break things off to take a quick breather. Feeling out the spacing. Jumps up. Goes for the jump in. All right, what's coming up next? Throws them to negate the block. From upstairs. Blocks the impact. Player one can build off this lead. Looking for a chance. Going on the offensive? Breaks the block with a throw. What'll happen here? Fires off a whirlwind. The engagement here will have a huge effect on the rest of the match. Rattles them with a spinning bird kick. Gets the throw and continues on the offensive. Links it! Anticipated that throw! There's the wall fight. They can't do anything now.
Prepare for turbulence!
Level 3 super! Spending that meter like it's nobody's business. And they create an opportunity for themselves to seal the deal. Oh, he reads them like a book and takes them out. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Rushes down the opponent to impose their will. Lays down a whirlwind.
Totsugeki to the face!
Ooh, what a smart throw. They were right to be on guard there. Tries to act quickly, but whiffs the attack. Player 1 has got to work, anticipated that throw. Player 2 has the super gauge advantage. Keeps them out. Delivers the pain right to their doorstep. Dangerous Rick rushes in. Oh my, the throw tech.
Whirlwind shot!
Starts with whirlwind. Sets up with the jump in. Player 2 needs to take a good decision with that throw. What now? What are they gonna do? Gotta do better than that. Nice fireball.
Totsugeki to the face!
Wraps it up with a throw. Player 1
Gets the win in a convincing fashion!
Here comes a new challenger.
How's this match gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see.
Welcome to the stream!
Round 1. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Tries to get a breather with a projectile. Jump in finds the mark. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. What's the play here? Player 1 in that dangerous burnout state. Backs them into the corner. They've been pushed into the wall and the stun's there. Takes a trip. Blocks the jump in. The impact gets blocked. Knocked down. We are near the end of the round. Can either fighter pull it down to the wire? Beautiful setup. Adds a little super juice into this combo for more damage. How will this impact things? Okay, creating some space here. Life lead KO. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight.
Immediate jump in. They piled up the knowledge. Nothing. That drive impact doesn't get through. Lays down a whirlwind. Player 2 will want to take advantage of their meter lead while they have it. Do they have enough drive gauge? Fires off a whirlwind. Oh, what's this? There's the impact. Not letting that go unpunished. Going in a super art? Both fighters are out of drive. Might be a good idea to back off, but they might try something. The path to a win looks very tough here, and I don't know if they can hold out. That's a big gap. Who's going to close it? This could lead to some big damage. Knockdown and in there. Player 2 took no time to finish that fight. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Jump in finds the mark. Goes for the throw. The impact gets blocked. All right. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. All right, what's coming up? Perfect. Takes the round without getting touched. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. goes to the overdrive. Player 2 kept their drive gauge topped off through that round and still took the win. Guess they didn't need it. Anything could happen here. Misses the drive impact. Sees it coming and blocks it out. Player 1 chases them down. Burnout activates. Player 1 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. One fighter's drive gauge is just about empty. Can they recover or are they in trouble here? Grabs and throws them away. A quick breather. Going on the offensive? Gotta be careful not to whip at this, but charges forward. Player 1 will have connects with the throw. A real, oh my god, they just choked it up. And whip, they're wide open. Opt for the critical art. Okay, oh, burnout. Did they mean to do that? No, critical art now? Player closes it out.
That was catch as catch can as your...
Now, find a new rival.
Our fighters are ready to get down to it, so let's start the match and see what these warriors are capable of.
Let's get this mission started. Round 1. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. The combo's there. Handily escapes the throw. Blocks the jump in. The impact gets blocked. A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move where you're going to eat tons of damage. Player 1 has used up all of their drive gauge. Gets a chance with that jump in. Player 1 needs to deal with this burnout. Takes the chance to hurt him. Adds a little super juice into this combo for more damage. Taking stock. Drive gauge finally recovered.
Were they baiting them into that?
Uses the gauge for super art.
In your face with the SRK.
Closing
Just goes for it at this range.
a quick breather. Player 1, they're going for the super art in there. Player 1 wins the first round and is now riding a huge wave of momentum. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first.
Machine's making the chat go nuts with OD spinning mixer.
Both fighters are looking for a way to get in, but there's still time to feel out the situation. Takes them. Oh! Brushes that off and keeps going. The fighters are scrambling to figure out how to gain some meter here. Going in. Checks him with the boom. Misses the grab. Grabs and throws him away. Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. Side switch in the corner. Big throws. Uses the target combo as a filler. Throws them. How long can this offensive assault continue?
Nothing stops this train.
Sonic boom. Jumps.
They can't squander this punish counter chance. In your face with the SRK.
What now?
Can they break through with a solid puncher?
Oh, burnout. Did they mean to do that? This is gonna hurt. Amazing. How did they anticipate that jump in? Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic.
Here comes a new challenger.
They're all fired up. We're almost underway.
Round one. Fight.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Very nice anti-air there. They read their opponent like a book. The move whiffs, and they get nailed with a punish counter.
Mixer!
Player one will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. Goes for the surprise rush in. Throws them to negate the block. Trips them up. Player one is in burnout. Drives off the table. Takes them all the way to the corner with that. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Oh, easy tech. Not shy with the grab. Found the opening and snares them clean. Knockdown. Can't tech the throw. Jumps. Ends the round with a punish counter. Living in the opponent's head rent-free right now. Player two picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Hits them with a stop and bop. Baits out the attack and gets the punish counter. Ends the meter, hoping for a good return. Grabs and throws them away. Player one is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. You've got... Ooh, what's this? What's gonna happen? Were they baiting them into that? Looking to impress with this super.
Prepare for turbulence!
Oh, you know what time it is? Altair's gonna take you for a ride!
Player two in dire straits with burnout. Blocks the impact. Dashes forward. Risky up-close scrap still going. And whiffs! They're wide open! A quick breather drops them from the air.
Anti-air in the clutch!
In with wrecks them! Oh, the flatline zone! Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Starts with whirlwind. Who will come out on top in this final round? That combo did nothing stop this train. Super art to show what a PhD in fighters can do for you. Can they make the most of this? Drive and back misses. That's gonna leave them rattled. Player two needs to take advantage of this cage disparity. Punish counter on reaction. They're in range. We gonna see a jump in, the gag, and whip. They're wide open. Player one is barely hanging on to their last bit of drive. Whirlwind shot.
Coming in!
Player tries to act quickly, but whiffs the attack. Nothing stops this train.
Ugh, puts a bit of stank on that with an open.
There's a burnout. Okay, here we go.
Totsugeki to the face!
Connects with the throw.
Both sides getting ready.
Player one with the rhythm, owning that.
Big this time to bust this out. Dumps them.
Rashid
Player one
wins.
comes out on top of that fierce battle.
Talk about a show. That match had it all.
It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that good back. Throw leaves them what and whip. They're wide open. Early round decisions are so important to set the tone. Both fighters want to establish themselves early on. Okay, both fighters have taken a long step back. They're both looking to reassess the fight. All right. Blocks the jump in. Okay, takes them all the way to the corner. Whiffs the throw. Player two is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Reads them. The big play does it. Player two on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Pressuring with cruel fate. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Sees it coming and blocks it out. Well-timed corner switch. In with snake step. Player one is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. Fires off a whirlwind. Player charges forward. Gets the jump in. Springs forward with the drive rush. Digs in deep to get that drive in. Oh, burnout triggered. Player one has an empty drive gauge. This is delivers the pain right to the doorstep. Throws them. Both fighters have a full super meter on deck.
Adds a bit of OG spice there.
Jumps up, anticipated that throw. Connects with the throw. Both fighters trying to draw criticals. What's gonna happen? Life lead is the flatline zone. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? She's making the chat go nuts with OZ spinning mixer. Fires off and springs forward with the drive rush. Both players look for something to work with, but neither are getting the opening they want. Player one is in a pretty good situation with a him with a stopping box. This is gonna be bad news. These fighters are swinging for control of the match. Who's gonna take it? Crowns him from above. Excellent, there's a drive impact. Super to show him what a PhD in fighters can do for you. Taking a ride on Altair. Don't worry, this drive won't cost you enough. That life gauge is gonna holler. What deadly implications hit, and now their health is slipping away. Okay, here we go. Nightshade Pulse. Who will set the bait at this range?
Time to make them famous.
Oh, Cornell! Did they mean to do that? We're so crowned them from above. I can't believe it. The shot pays off. Player two
Was definitely sweaty during that well-earned win.
It's not over yet. Just believe it's time for that sundown.
Spinning mixer!
They exchange blows. Triggers Toxic Blossom to stack the deck. Does a good job of pushing back. Can't tech the throw. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Grabs him. Takes a trip. Goes for the super art. Throws him to negate the block. What a reaction to go air to air. Drive from the kick hits. Player two on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Dives in with full faith. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Triggers Toxic Blossom to stack the deck. Player one will need to play it conservative until their drive refreshes. Going springs forward with the drive rush. This is a turning point. They gotta turn it a perfect KO. They were in full control there. Player two brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Sangya.
Now, find a new rival.
Our fighters are ready to get down to it, so let's start the match and see what these warriors are capable of.
Show me round one. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Very nice anti-air there. They read their opponent like a book. Oh, with the drive impact. They gotta escape from the corner before the pressure builds up. Oh, with the grab. All right. Player 2 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Impact's a no-go. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important here. With the life gap opening up, they need to lean hard on their drive use. KO. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Absorbs the attack and fires back. This fight is just underway. What kind of game plan do they have? Player 2 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Okay, creating some space here. Player 1 can build off this lead. Sees the overhead coming. Oh, what's this? Good heads-up decision opting for the drive impact. Player 2 looking to impress. This super uses the gauge for the super. They're not playing around here. Using the super Dino, brushes that off and keeps going. Player 1 will need to play it conservative until their drive refreshes. Level 3 super. Spending that meter like it's nobody's business. Saihasho to start something? Player 2 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. Time to reassess the situation? Anti-air in the clutch! Digs in deep to get that drive impact. Looking to plant him with a pile driver. Life lead is there. Sees the overhead come. What a sick counter! It's like they knew exactly what was gonna happen. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Hits them with a stopping block. Target locked and scoop. Player 2 will need to do a better job of utilizing their drive gauge if they want a different result than last round. Slams on the brakes and shuts out the counter. Reach out and hug them. What's next? Perfectly executed. Ooh, I dare you to find me a better match than that. Get up and tell them what's good. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. There's an overdrive arc. Bumps up. Both fighters are looking for a way to get in, but there's still time to feel out the situation. All right, a dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move, or you're going to eat tons of damage. Player 2 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. The corner makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? He sees the overhead coming and blocks it. With the life gap opening up, they need to lean hard on their drive usage. That drive impact is blocked. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. All right, what ends with a projectile? Player 2 on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Decides to create some distance to start. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Brushes off the impact. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Song coming and goes for the Boris anti-air. What'll happen here? Both fighters have plenty of drive to work with, but how they make their approach will be key. Smart play with the throw. Good job escaping that dangerous corner situation. Brushes that off and keeps going. Not looking to impress with this super. Goes for the jackhammer off the Cyclone Lariat. Prioritizing the side switch over kick. The drive impact doesn't work. Sees the overhead coming. Blocking that drive impact isn't going to work. That's going to leave him rattled. You need guts to pull that off. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Reads the command grab. Player, genius read with that throw escape. We're just getting stuck. Target locked and scoop. The overhead denied. Tries to act quickly, but with the attack. Player 2 is barely hanging on to their last bit of excellent block. They are not getting close to each other. They push their way out of the corner. Any throw will whiff at that range. Bob Swallow blinks. Nothing stops this train. Oh, putting the cherry on top. This is the kind of move that ends games. Zengi's gonna take off some chunky damage, then break their spines and their spirits with this. Jump. Gotta do better than that. Dangerous range and whiffs. They're wide open. Lays down a side hustle. Solid anti-air. Side hustle. The drive impact doesn't work. There's a burnout. Screw pile driver. Comes off the tank and scores the win. Player 1 gets the win in a convincing fashion.
Here comes a new challenger.
How's this match gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see.
Show me everything. Round 1. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Player 1 with the life lead. Goes for the command grab. Maintains composure and pushes out of the corner. Bops him with a target combo. The low heavy hits. Reads their mind and texts a throw. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. They can open up this round big by converting this punish counter. Nice. Sees the combo through and takes the round. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Converts the opening impact into a punish counter. Goes for the jackhammer off the Cyclone Lariat, prioritizing the side switch over damage. From up above, blocks the impact. Player 1 has the life lead. Can they use it? Can they turn this gauge advantage into something? Breaks those shins. Genius read. Goes for the jump in. Blocks it. What's the next move? The impact doesn't do anything. Player 1 can't use any drive moves without the low kick hit. Throws them. How long can this offensive assault continue? Life lead. There's the drive impact that's going to lead to a what a finish! This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Uses the target combo as a filler. The low! This is gonna hurt. All the throw connects. Gotta do better than that. Player 2. Perfect execution with the anti-air. Screw pile driver. There's no escape. What's next? Ooh, you never know what uses their drive gauge. Who will set the bait at this range? Knocked them out of the air. Excellent block. Sees the overhead coming. Taps them on the dome. More fuel to the fire. Cook them up. An explosive move like this is why you play Zengi. Buckle in. We're going for a ride. Get your blade overhead, but it won't work. Jump. Oh my God, they just choked it up. Player throw tech. Player 2 can't use any drive moves. Gotta play its excellent block. Nothing stops this train. There's a burnout. Reach out and are you kidding me? Get that bank account ready because that fight was easy money. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Gotta do better than that. Jumps. Goes for the jump in. Grabs him. Big low reaching heavy. Combo with the target combo. The low heavy hits. Jump in finds the mark. Can't tech the throw. That drive impact doesn't get through. We are near the end of the round. Can either fighter pull a rabbit out of their hat, capitalizes on every mistake, and picks up the perfect KO? Player 2 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Misses the drive impact. Grabs him. Player 1 has a slight life lead. Barely blocks the jump in. Avoids getting stuck in the corner somehow. Knockdown and big counter. Breaks the block with a throw. What'll happen here? Hits him with a stopping block.
Turning it right up with the super.
Opts for the strike ender for the damage. Looking for something after? Player 1 might have just gotta do better than that. Player 2 is working with a better drive impact, misses. In with the top